start our chapter 6, accounts for not-for-profit organization, part 8. Volume 2. The chapter is accounts for not-for-profit organization. Please keep on noting down whatever the points I discuss with you. So, accounts for not-for-profit organization. Before learning the accounts, that how the accounts are to be prepared, it is compulsory to learn that what are not-for-profit organization. What does it mean? Not-for-profit organization are all those organizations which are meant for not for profit earning but for the social welfare. Earlier to this, you just come to know in 11th and 12th standard, you learn so many things about the business organization. So many business organizations are there in which you just come to know that their first motive is the earning more and more profits. Whatever the transactions are to be done, whatever the accounts are to be prepared, whether in case of sole proprietorship, whether in case of partnership, whether in case of company accounts, everywhere you know very well, ultimately their main aim is to earn maximum profit. And whatever the accounts are to be prepared, those are prepared to calculate the profit earned by the business and whatever the financial position of the business. But there are so many organizations like temples, clubs, gurdwara, church, etc. There are so many organizations. What they do? They also do that transaction. Events also take place there. But whatever the transactions done by them that are not meant for profit. Those transactions are not meant for profit earning. So these organizations are known as not for profit organization. So what I want to make you clear before learning the account, that whatever the accounts are prepared by the business or not for profit organization, the meaning of not for profit organization is to be clear to you. So what are the not for profit organization? All those organizations in which the transactions are to be done not meant for earning profit, in fact for the social welfare. And the examples of these kind of organizations are, this can be the temples, this can be the clubs, gurdwara, church, so many organizations. Can you give me any example of this? Sorry? Orphanage. Yes, orphanage is a good example. Anybody else can give me that? NGO. Yes, Kanika, what example you have given? Orphanage. NGOs are there. Very much. You have charitable hospitals. Yes, these are the examples that you can give. These are the not-for-profit organizations. So after in the profit earning organization, cash book is prepared to find out that what are the cash receipts and cash payments. So in case of not-for-profit organization, you know very well that in every business organization, cash is the major element. Without cash, none of the business can survive, none of the organization can do any of the activity without cash. So whatever the cash transaction take place in any of the not-for-profit organization, in that receipt and payment account is to be prepared for the recording of transaction of all the cash receipts and cash payment. I hope I'm clear to everybody. In case of profit earning organization, to record the cash transactions, all the cash receipts and cash payment, cash book is to be prepared. Right? From the point of view of not-for-profit organization, receipt and payment account is to be prepared for which purpose? To record the cash transaction, whether it is the cash receipts, whether it is the cash payments. Moreover, it also gives us the balances of cash. substitute of cash book. 1. You also prepare trading and profit and loss account. Why trading and profit and loss account? It is calculated to know the profitability of the business. But in case of not-for-profit organization, they are not earning profit, but some surplus or deficit is there. So in order to calculate those surplus and deficit, what is to be done? Income and expenditure account is to be prepared. So I am repeating, in case of profit earning organization, trading and profit and loss account is to be prepared to calculate the profitability, while in case of not-for-profit organization, income and expenditure account is to be prepared in case of not-for-profit organization. Last one is our balance sheet. After this, you learn so many balance sheets that are prepared horizontal by the sole traders and partnership. But in case of company, as per the Schedule 6, Company Act 2013, as vertical form is given to us. But in this case, in case of not-for-profit organization, you have to prepare a horizontal format of balance sheet. Fine. So I want to conclude what we did till the time. Then we will move ahead. We have done the not-for-profit organization and all those organizations which are not meant to earn profit, that are meant for the social welfare. No doubt so many transactions take place in not-for-profit business organization are also there. Just because of that, they have to prepare their accounts. And accounts are prepared by the not-for-profit organization are, the first one is receipt and payment account. That is very much similar to the cash book which is prepared by the profit earning organization. Next one is our income and expenditure account. That is prepared by not-for-profit organization. That is very similar to the trading and profit and loss account. Good. And the last one is the balance sheet. Balance sheet has two forms. One is vertical, one is horizontal. Vertical form is prepared by the companies, while the partnership and sole trade and small business is prepare the horizontal balance sheet. Similar to that, the balance sheet prepared by in the horizontal form, that is prepared by the not-for-profit organization. So this is all about that we have discussed, that what are the accounts are to be prepared. I hope you note it down. Let's discuss the format and how the transactions are to be dealt. What will be the format of these accounts or the statements or the balance sheet? Let's do the format. Whenever you do any of the chapter, please I request to draw the format at least 2 times. One, you have to see the transaction, look at the transaction and copy the format. Just make a scan in your mind, learn each and every transaction, then do it by your own. So first one is our receipts and payment. Receipt and payment account is an account having T-shaped pro forma, having 4 columns. First one is here particulars, its amount, then particulars, its amount. Now the question arises, what particulars are to be shown here, as it is the copy of the cash book, and cash book is real in nature. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. This is your debit side, while this is your credit side. So whatever the receipts are there, all the cash receipts are to be shown on this side, and this side is represented by 2. And all the cash payments are shown on this side. That is your credit side. Whatever the payments made in cash, and it is shown by Y. Don't forget to highlight who and why. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. While which transaction the cash is coming to the business, it is debited in receipt and payment account. Whatever the cash payment are made by the not-for-profit organization are to be recorded on the credit side of receipt and payment account. So this side is known as receipt side. This side is known as payment side. Am I clear up to this? Moreover, you have to start this with the opening balance, as cash is an asset and we are recording the assets over here. So first of all, to balance drawdown, the opening balance is to be shown over here. The opening balance of cash is to be shown here, and at the end, by balance carry down the closing balance of cash, that is to be calculated as a balancing figure. And after that, you have to close the account by putting the double lines. Clear receipt and payment account? Any doubt? Okay. Now, if I talk about the income and expenditure account.
We have only
Only
4 minutes.
income and expenditure account is very much similar to profit and loss account. Again, particulars are to be shown here. And what particulars? This is your, which is the nature of this account. This is real in nature. And what is the nature of income and expenditure account? Very good. Nominal. It is nominal in nature. Debit all expenses and losses. So all the expenditure are to be shown on the debit side, while all the yes incomes are shown on the credit side. Particulars amount. In this way, you have to put all the transactions. One major difference that you have to keep in your mind, in case of receipt and payment account, whatever the receipts are there, whether it is related to any of the year, but it is receipt in that particular year, you are receiving the money, it is to be put in the receipt and payment account. But in case of income and expenditure account, we have to adjust and deal with the current year transaction. How it is to be dealt, we will discuss in the medical further. And after putting all the expenditure and income, if the credit side is exceed, we will have the surplus. If credit side exceed, and if debit side exceed, then we have the deficit. In this way, you have to prepare these accounts. So what to do? You have to prepare the formats 2 times, and you have to learn the difference theoretically. Write the questions, please, that you have to write and learn. Distinguish between receipt and payment account and cash book, because cash book and receipt and payment account are substitute of each other. Distinguish between income and expenditure account and trading and profit and loss account. Distinguish between receipt and payment account and income and expenditure account. By tomorrow, we will move ahead. Until that, you have to make yourself clear that what are the difference between all these various type of accounts, what are the format of these accounts. Please prepare format 2 times, write and learn the difference, and feel free to have your queries. Thank you. Have a nice day.